What's going on, guys? Shankar right here. And today we're going to go look at the charts and see exactly where Bitcoin could be heading. Are we going up? Are we going down? Well, the charts and the on-chain data shows the direction we may be heading in. So let's dive right in. So what we were looking at here, again, we start with Bitcoin, see what's going on over here. Not too much has changed on the daily chart. We have, if you actually zoom in here on the 15-minute, we can see that Bitcoin, so like I said in the previous videos, these points are very important. So this resistance is very important, and we've got rejected twice at the moment. So we really need to break and hold, to maintain and continue a bullish move to the upside. So I'm looking for that to see what will happen. This is a very critical key level for us to break. So if we go back to the daily chart, we can see, like I said, I drew this all the way back from March of 2021. So this trend line has been respected. So it's been respected from here, as well here, and then you could even see whenever price action gets around it, there's a battle between the bulls and the bears on the direction whenever the price gets close to it. So you can see that this is a very key level for Bitcoin to break right now. But what we're going to take a look at today is we're going to take a look at the on-chain data. So we're going to head over here to Glassnode. And I wanted to bring this to your guys' attention. This is the hash ribbon. So this shows when miners are selling at a loss. And normally you can read this two ways, in that whenever the hash ribbon, whenever it shows a red flash here, normally it's historically a good time to buy Bitcoin. Anytime, if you bought Bitcoin anytime during when the hash ribbon was flashing red, you would be in profit. So if that's how you traded and you said, you know what, every time the hash ribbon flashes, I'm going to put a lump sum into the market. It has a 9. Let me see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So out of the 12 times it flashed, 11 out of the 12 times it's flashed, if you bought during that time, you'd be in profits immediately after. The only time where the hash ribbon flash was over here, and you were at a loss for a small period of time, and that time was actually the COVID-19 crash. So that was a real intense black swan event. So take that how you will. But we can see right now, if I zoom in, that the hash ribbon, it's not flashing. And when we were over here in the last year's summer, it did flash, showing that miners were selling at a loss. And then we had a big sell-off afterwards. So we're not seeing any of that right now. So the hash ribbons, they get pretty tight. So it's okay that we're pretty tight right here, so that's not a big deal. It's just that when it flashes, that's also an indicator of a red flag. Maybe it's time to take some risk off the table, but we're not seeing that at the moment. So I am not worried that we're going to be going down. If anything, because the hash ribbon flashed over here, the individuals who bought here, we should be seeing some more upside. So that's something to add to your arsenal. So now we're going to go into the net unrealized profit and loss. So what the net unrealized profit and loss shows us, it shows the amount of people that are in profits and in loss in their wallet. So it's people who haven't sold from the point they bought it at. Are they in profits right now, or are they at a loss? So at the moment, so how we look at this is that we have these colors representing capitulation, hope, optimism, belief, and euphoria. So every time we've hit up here into euphoria, we've had a top, either it's a temporary mid-cycle top, or we've had, the end of the market. So you hit it twice here in 2013. So we had the mid-cycle and then the actual peak. We hit it once in 2017, and then now we actually haven't hit it at all in 2020. So history rhymes and it doesn't always repeat. Maybe we won't actually hit the top of euphoria, because as you see, every single time that the cycles continues, us getting to the euphoria actually gets smaller. So maybe we have another upswing and it just gets high into the green zone, where it's belief and denial, and we don't get to the euphoria in the unrealized profit and loss. So just keep that in mind. But by looking at this chart, what it tells me is that it's a good time to actually maybe get into the market, because we're not oversold or overbought. We're kind of more at like a average price right now. So people aren't extremely in profits or at a loss. So yeah. So this is that's good. So the next chart I want to bring to your attention is a Lightning Network and number of nodes. So this isn't really showing what's going to happen during this market cycle. I just would like to bring this to your attention, is that the Lightning Network is a network, and it shows how many nodes are being created day, weeks, months. And the fact that we're increasing, look at this growth that we've had, especially all in from September of 2020 to now, the exponential growth we've had. So this is an indicator for you, if you're retail and you haven't gotten in, that, you know, maybe you don't want to buy at these prices, that's fine, but to really understand the space and where it's heading, because you can see that the growth and where we're heading is inevitable. The price may go up to 200K and we may crash back down to 50, but that's not, there's longevity in this industry. In the price action, yes, you can capitalize on it, but you have to understand that this is the beginning of the new financial system. So I want to show this to you, to show you that the underlying structure of Bitcoin and the adoption, regardless of what the news saying, is that we are actually exponentially increasing. Look at this. When the price was at 59K, we had nodes. So we had 10,000 nodes on the Lightning Network. When the price was at 31K, we had 13,000 nodes. So we had an additional 3,000 nodes between that time. So when we're charting, you have to understand that this, regardless of the price, is going to be the future. It doesn't matter if we're at 50K, 100K, 200K. This is going to be the future. So keep that in mind. It doesn't matter if the price goes up or down. The adoption just keeps going up. So you got to change your mindset from just a retail trader to an actual, you're long-term thinking, but you also understand the market cycles, but know where this is heading in the next 10, 20 years. So at least you can survive in the market cycles and continue stacking sats, stacking your favorite altcoins without getting wrecked. You know, like most people do. I'm sure everyone has experienced max pain up to the upside and the downside, because I know I have multiple times. So now what we are looking at is an exchange net position change in Bitcoin. So this is just the exchange between all the exchanges. So anytime we're down here, normally the price increases when we're showing a lot of red. And right now we've been showing. Well, let me zoom in here so you guys can see. Let me just zoom into 2020. So these are all the exchanges. So anytime we're in the red and money's flowing out of the exchanges in the red, and you can see we've had a nice run up. So money's flowing out of the exchanges. This was the COVID crash. Money's flown out. We had a nice increase, and then money came back in, had a little bit of dump. Money was flowing out of exchanges, and we went from 10K, and this was a lot. So we went from 10K all the way to 60K, and then we had a nice sell-off here when money was flowing back into the exchanges. And just like here, we had money flowing out of the exchanges, and the price increased, you know, dramatically after. So at the moment, we do have Bitcoin flowing out of the exchanges. So this is a good sign of an on-chain metric. Doesn't mean sorry about that. This doesn't mean that tomorrow Bitcoin's going to actually, you know, double in price, but this is showing us, giving us an indicator of where the price may go in the next 1 to 3 to 6 months. All right. Next, we have here percentage balance on exchange. Okay, so the percentage balance on exchange is decreasing. So that kind of shows confluence with the net exchange net position. So you can actually see it here as well as that the percentage of balances on exchange keeps decreasing, and it's been steadily decreasing from the COVID crash. So the run isn't over, in my opinion, and we still have at least, I would say, one more leg up before we actually, you know, experience a bear market. So if you look over here from, and I'll zoom in here for 2017, we had from July 2016 all the way to January 2017, money was flowing out of exchanges into wallets, and then we had an exponential price increase, right? Right now, if we zoom in here, we have from 2020, the exchanges, the money from exchanges has been just decreasing. And, you know, so it shows that we still have supply is coming down in the market. There's less supply as the days go on. And with all this media attention, the demand eventually is going to go, you know, through the roof. And so the price, because of that, is definitely going to increase exponentially, you know, midterm. So what we got here is number of transfers to exchange. So this is the last on-chain metric I'd like for us to look at today. And I wanted to show you because in 2017, 2018, when we had the top of the market, we had major inflows into the market, Bitcoin that came into the market. You can see here at the peak. So maybe you wouldn't have sold here, but if you saw this spike, you may have just sold a good amount because of the amount that came in. Now look where we are right now. In 2022, we are at a very low point. We're very at an extremely low point, and not a lot of Bitcoin is actually being flown into exchanges. So we're not, I'd say, near a top. This could change again at any point in time. Tomorrow we can see this spike up, and you know, but just by analyzing the charts, I do not think we are anywhere near a top of the market. So yeah, guys, that's it for today. You know, you can add these to your arsenal. You know, watch the video and see what you can add, and with the last videos, and so you can add confluence to your chart. So when you're trading, you can be a more educated and experienced investor. So if you liked the video, please click the like button, subscribe, and also share if you thought this was valuable knowledge. And I'll see you tomorrow for some more Bitcoin information, and take care.